Galactus is mere months away from arriving in-game, apparently. Kabam respond to Nebula bugs, Guillotine Rework, 2 info details revealed by Kabam John, and new beta features are a bit bugged. Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Marvel Contest Champions news show for Monday. Got lots of spicy things to talk about. And also, whilst we're recording, just to let you know, we are 31 subscribers away from 60,000 subscribers on the channel. Really close. Thank you so much for all the support, love, and all that stuff in getting the channel up this way. Yeah, subscribing is absolutely free. Appreciate, yeah, and one big push towards the end of the year. Let's see where we go end up with this, but thank you so much for the support. Also, massive thank you to those that support the channel through financial means. So thanks very much, first of all, those that are Patreons. Thank you so much. And also those that are YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping that love and support. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. If you have an Amazon Prime account and want to give a free Twitch sub, you can do to myself or any other streamer. It doesn't have to be me, but it massively supports me as a creator. So thank you so much to those that give tier 1 subs as well. Gifted subs, bits, donations, and I'll be live tonight. So let's indeed start the show off with this. As a lot of you know, Nebula's launch into the game, or rework, sorry, or buff into the game, has been met with a few issues. The same way that Ultron has with certain interactions. Basically, we've seen it. If you've seen my previous coverage, you'll know that the champion has been bleeding and being poisoned. But that's only when being interacted with Apocalypse. So yeah, Kabam are aware of this, as well as it's been confirmed that some have already mentioned it. We are aware of the issue and working on getting it fixed as soon as possible. We'll let everyone know in the thread when we have an update to share. So yeah, the Kabam are working on it, but there's no kind of like as to yet. But you know, at least to say they've acknowledged it, which is going some way. So yeah, more on that I'm sure in the later weeks. And now let's talk about quality of life and these quality of life updates, these beta features essentially. They've come with their problems and their pitfalls, like the SP3 button, which still is on the masthead for the general discussion section, as well as a few other bits on the forum to like let you know, hey, like this isn't working properly or as intended. One of the other features that doesn't seem to be working right, or something in the beta that with the beta features, you go into instant timeouts in AQ and AW. This was something that started rising up as of November 3rd, but then as players were trying to kind of access certain things, it started getting a little bit worse. Also, some people in Arena have been seeing the same problem, or it's not a similar problem, but a different problem. Found some issues with Arena. Hitting continue after losing a fight took me back to the active daily quests, and I've seen the screen after every 3rd Arena win. Being that there, data not found. Not on this issue, Kabam Zero has said the cause of this issue is if you die in the beta opt-in, a quest with multiple people in it, AVE, AVA and incursions, the fight summary will return you to the pre-fight screen when it shouldn't be. The typical flow of these modes returns you to the quest board. This means that if you re-enter the fight, it causes a server error and tries to boot you back out. While this appears as timeout in game, it doesn't actually penalize you, no health loss, as this is the way the game goes about handling this error. If you press back on the pre-fight after losing, it will bring you to the home screen. Not sure why it's the home screen, it just is. You can then re-enter the quest and it will work as expected. We'll be fixing this in an upcoming release. But yeah, I mean, as I said, like the thing for me is just going like, right, well, maybe don't opt into some of these beta features until say the next update. So like saying, okay, well these opt-in features came in early November, then it comes into a point of going, look, they're going to work out the bugs as the month goes on, and then it's just going to be a case that starting early December, okay, opt into some of the features, because then technically the bugs and kinks would have worked out. Or it's a case that they just go live in the update and you won't need to opt into any beta features. So I don't know, it's up to you what you want to do with this, but I would just say like just opt out for the time being and then opt in at a later date. Have a little bit of a test, see if they're fun, but at the same time, when stuff like this happens, it's kind of like intrusive to the natural flow of the game. If you're kind of going, oh, well, I'm timing out, it's just like, okay. Next up, and Galactic Arse is coming to the game. Yes, Galactic Arse, as they say in Ireland. But no, Galactus apparently is mere months away. Now, a lot of times like this, I do take this with a pinch of salt. As a lot of you know from the Summoner trailer thing that we saw, the kind of cross between Marvel Realm of Champions and Marvel Contest of Champions, yes, there was a Galactus there in presence, but then we've had many things that have appeared in trailers and it's taken a while for them to actually come in or not come in. I mean, good case in point would be Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer trailer came in on 2018 December time, and it got a lot of like hype and everyone's excited for Silver Surfer. Shame about the champion. And a year later we got the champion, which is great. It was a singular champion for that particular month and started a massive flow of just, you know, great fun and things like Doctor Doom. Well, prior to that, Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic, but then, you know, it opened up the door and it was pretty exciting. So in theory, in 2021 December, we should be seeing Iron Lad come into the game, or one of the various different champions right here, or the kind of the dinosaur, which is not Devil Dinosaur, apparently according to last year, coming into the game, which I personally don't think is going to be the case, as we have such a prevalent month with stuff associated with Spider-Man No Way Home. It seems like it would be less advantageous for Kabam to be focusing on that, because they should be focusing on things like, well, trying to tie in the movie stuff, bringing new players to the game by getting around the hype for Spider-Man, having a massive December Spider-Man related kind of like festivities. That is where their focus should be. So yeah, we'll have to really see what's going to go down that. A month away, man. It's crazy, time goes on. But yeah, going back to the point of Galactus, if it came into game, I would probably say that this would be an ending story arc to the Act 7 saga, number one. Number two being some sort of like event-based tie-in, a new type of mode, or something that is just going, oh, we're mentioning Galactus, and then we won't mention him for another year, which I think is going to be the likelihood of this. In any case, what do you think? Do you think Galacticus is coming to the game? Do you think that he's going to be there in some capacity? Do you not care? Sound off in the comment section down below. Now onto a very important thing. So as a lot of you know, if you followed Friday's edition of the show, we talked about there was going to be a special AMA one-on-one discussion thing with Kabam John, who was going to be going into the forums to then talk to people and also let everybody know thoughts on the rework 2 of Guillotine. As a lot of you know, there's been a lot of back and forth between players unhappy with the way that Guillotine was going to be changed. I mean, for me, I looked on paper and thought, okay, this could be quite good. It's just the case the numbers didn't really ramp up, and it took away element of things that were fun about the champion, like the regeneration and other elements as well. But you know, we had a hood situation. But let's find out what is indeed being changed, what Kabam John responded to. Kabam John says Guillotine's new kit is paying a large homage to her old kit. We wanted to make sure we didn't remove the key pieces she brought to the table. One of the biggest goals was an easy to understand new player friendly kit. Contests in general at the higher levels have gotten uber complicated. I haven't heard the word uber in a long time, which is a lot of fun once you know what you're doing, but can be pretty scary by learning. We wanted Guillotine to be easy to pick up and understand while making her more valuable than her old version is for most players choosing to use her. The graphs do include both awakened and unawakened. I've dived into both separately, having the two together didn't make much of a difference visually, so both are included most of all catch-all. Also, some of the graphs posted here are super nice looking. I'm going to be taking that feedback to our data science team and see what we can do about getting some easy to read present graphs in the future. Yeah, because they look like ass. We're looking into SP1 not giving her unblockable for the full special. It's on our radar for sure and being investigated. When you'll hear more or see a fix, I can't confidently say, but sooner rather than later, I'd wager. Interesting point here saying we see some massive changes in terms of players picking up newly reworked champions. With Guillotine, we saw around 5 to 10 times the number of users picking her up and playing her. When we sort a lot of our data, we usually break into different skill groups and use those to verify metrics for things like DPS and regen. well, it's all well and good saying 5 to 10 times the number of users, but then like, does that kind of fall off? Because that's just the biggest thing as well. People can pick up a champion to play after a rework, but then it's like, well, how many of those players continue playing with that champion? And I bet that is the most important number to find, rather than going like, oh, 10,000 people played with Guillotine. That means that that's good. Well, no, that should be a case that over the space of 1 week, you kind of go, right, well, on Monday they played with the champion 10,000 times, or 10,000 players played the champion. Then on the next day, it's like 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. And it's just like, then it'll go like down like that. And that's the point of then going like, right, well, there's no regular playing metric that makes you kind of go and tell Kabam, right, well, this is fine. It's not fine, because not many people are picking up the champion to play. But if players are returning back to the same champions time and time again for different things, then it kind of gives the impression that this wasn't a good rework. There's been lots of fascinating back and forth and discussion here with Kabam John, and I do recommend going to the link in the description and going and checking it out, as it is an interesting read. But yeah, it does kind of like put into perspective that with Guillotine's loss of, say, the big souls damage, which, you know, was a great thing about the champion, throwing off that SP3 and doing exponential amounts of damage, and also the way that the champion regened. It's just one of these things where sometimes you can't rely on Kabam to make the greatest decisions when it comes to reworking champions. But yeah, sometimes they have some winners, sometimes they have some losers, so I guess it's one of these double-edged sword things for the community. But yeah, go check it out, link in the description down below. And now we've got to go over some arena results for Shang-Chi, I should say it right before people kind of like get funny with me, and Dr. Voodoo, which I can't get wrong by saying. Here is how the results break down. Do check out Marvel Truecourse later on for a full breakdown of the results, especially because more details will be revealed. But this is where from different various sites. Also, shout out to the Discord arena results section for their info as well. So if you follow my predictions, you would have got the champions, and I like it when I get all my predictions right. So we've got round 2 predictions and also some of the results. The results are here. So 82 mil was enough for position 51 for Shang-Chi. 72 mil was enough for position 99 of the arena and got the 6-star. So those two results there, 82 mil, 72 mil, got 6-star. 24 mil got 399 position. And to give you an idea of like what 1 mil does, it is the difference between 33 different positions. So that gives you a real idea. Just 1 mil, just 33 positions difference between 24 mil for the 5-star at 399 position and 23 mil for position 432 getting the 5-star. When it comes to Dr. Voodoo though, this is where people are pushing that scores a little bit higher, but thank God we're not at this kind of 150 mil kind of area again, but there has been other stuff on in game. 114 mil for position 78 got the 6-star Dr. Voodoo. 90 mil got position 92 with the 6-star Dr. Voodoo. 30 mil got position 328 5-star Dr. Voodoo, and 28.8 498 position 5-star Dr. Voodoo. So it gives you an idea of like the changes of the scores. Same thing as well, like we're talking like a 1.2 mil difference is actually 150 odd positions, so you kind of like get a more than that, actually 170 positions, sorry, and it gives you a real kind of like idea of like the changes there. But it was good because it wasn't one of those arenas where people were putting stupid scores in, except for Shang-Chi, but it's kind of like it's a champion that slaps harder in a basic, so a lot of people were going to go for it. So yeah, round 2 predictions, I'm going with 115 mil, as I just kind of think that's fine for Dr. Voodoo. 30 mil for Dr. Voodoo again, because like it doesn't seem like a huge cutoff with the number scores, so it's like it's fine. Shang-Chi 6-star 80 mil I'm sticking with, because again it's just all about being safe than sorry. And then 5-star Shang-Chi 30 mil, which seemed to be absolutely perfect to get you into the 350 kind of mark. So yeah, those are my predictions for round 2. Very good luck in the round 2 if you're going on the grind. And that has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Monday. I am working on a story. Somebody sent me something that may be an exploit in the side quest, which I need to test out myself, and then we'll figure out whether or not to post the video later on today. So that could be the second video. Lots of content still to post on the channel. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a good day, a good week. Let's smash it. Bye bye.